What? Welcome to Mad Science Film. And again, we're back with our segment, which we can't call Netflix and Kill, or Stream and Stream again. So still, title pending.
Netflix reviews, man. Nah, we can't. It's just Mad Science Film reviews.
It's us going on Netflix and having a look at what genre stuff isn't getting like a huge amount of hype, which we might think is, or might not, is worth your time. Anyway, so this one we're talking about 2019's Rim of the World. Came out on May 24th, directed by Muk G, or Muk G.
And
if you remember one of our very early episodes, either episode 1 or 2, we reviewed his previous Netflix film, The Babysitter.
4 misfit teenagers join forces to save the world when an alien invasion interrupts their summer camp.
Alright, I'm going to jump in and say what I liked about it, because that's quicker. I thought the 4 leads, the 4 kids were really good. They had really good chemistry. Their characters were set up really well. The initial setup, I thought, again, was quite fun. You know, I was on board to start with. The camp thing was so OTT, but in a very 80s, camp movie kind of way.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you like about it, Jim?
I enjoyed the humour in it. I enjoyed the, again, like you said, the whole 80s camp, 80s camp film characters.
Summer camps.
Yeah, that kind of stock 80s characters. I liked the little group of kids. They had quite strong characters, maybe not complete. I did like the score. It was nice to hear Bear given the reins to go all orchestral and big orchestra at times. As you know, he did a lot of the Walking Dead scores, which is all ambient tones and all that kind of stuff. I mean, again, he blatantly ripped off a lot of other films, like we were talking about the one scene, definitely Jurassic Park rip-off.
Yeah, the raptors in the kitchen, Jurassic Park scene was just...
There was a lot of that, wasn't it?
I get homages, right, and I get little love letters, but when it
seemed to be quite a bit
so lifted that it just makes you want to turn off that film and go watch Jurassic Park instead. That's when there's a problem.
Yeah, of course. But also
there was a moment in the midpoint of the film which just felt like Transformers, where there's the army guys and they're running through the abandoned town, and again, mate, I wasn't even a massive fan of Transformers, but partway through I was just like, yeah, maybe I should watch Transformers. It felt like, do you know what it felt like? It felt like Muk G, ever since he completely bombed with Terminator Salvation, he kind of made a list of all of the sequels he'll never get offered. He'll never be given a Jurassic World. He'll never be given a Transformers film. He's like, well, fuck you guys, I'm going to make my own.
The grading was terrible on it.
It's really weird.
It was very, very amateur almost. It was, the beginning's all, quite natural colours and just nice and vibrant. And then when it starts kicking off with the alien invasion, the couple of scenes, it's all just like yellow. And then the next couple of shots is all just blue, and I mean literally just like a filter put over the top. Very lazily done.
Really lazy lot.
I got really bored towards the end.
Yep.
There was no real urgency. There was no real life depending on it. If we don't do this, there's this thing with the key, and that just seemed lame.
And again, how many times have we seen that before? Anyway, War Games, lame. Space Camp,
it was
all of those 80s films.
Very predictable. Right up to the end, and I did just kind of switch off, if I'm totally honest. The special effects were not too bad, but there
was no design to it though, wasn't it? It was like the aliens were just typical.
It kind of looked like they found some 3D animators. Previous creations from fucking, I don't know.
Yeah, early drafts of Stranger Things monsters.
Yeah.
Don't you miss really well designed aliens and creatures and stuff like that? Go back to Terror on Hallows Eve. Okay?
Yeah.
As much as there were issues with that film, the central monster on that was such a great design that it would stick with you. How hard is that?
I was watching the House documentary on Amazon Prime, and of course they go into the special effects and animatronics and puppetry and all that kind of stuff. That's the best way to go, man.
Even with CG though, you can still have a strong design.
You can have a I think it costs money. I think that's probably why it looks shite.
No, I don't think a strong design costs anything. A strong, designed alien, which that doesn't cost.
Oh no, but getting somebody to replicate it will probably cost me. But there are avenues to go down. But yeah, they just that CGI was a bit poor.
I remember when we were talking about Babysitter, we were kind of impressed that McG had kind of managed to come back because his career was down the fucking toilet. Babysitter wasn't originally a Netflix film but got picked up by Netflix. Obviously did very well for them, and so Rim of the World was a Netflix original. There was always a Netflix production, but it just seems that he kind of the Babysitter was quite a low budget idea, concept, small, contained concept. And then, like, McG and his worst habits kind of came out again for Rim of the World. Like, the sprawling mess where the film couldn't decide what it wanted to be, so it just ripped off lots of other better, so well-known films.
Yeah. I just, it's quite poor, actually.
It really is.
I'd give it a 4, I think. I'd give it a 4.
I'd agree. Yeah, I'd give it a 4.
It just... I mean, that's not enough to make a film okay. Like, I wouldn't watch it again.
No. And like you said, you started to trail off towards the end.
Yeah, I just really
it was,
lost me.
I give it a 4, and that was really down to the performance of the 4 main kids, and the performance of like the camp counselors and stuff like that. That was all quite funny. I enjoyed that bit, although again it harkened back to other more well-known films. But I enjoyed all of that stuff. But that's
it just went.
And I'm being generous with the 4 there.
Yeah.
So Rim of the World. And if you want to watch a better film, Jurassic Park, just watch Jurassic Park.
Yeah, we pretty much named the films to go watch,
Yeah, just watch better, more well-known films. Fuck, even watch Transformers if you have to.